It's time for a new rear tyre, so I thought I'd video taking the wheel off and putting it back on again. I'd much rather take the wheel into the bike shop. I like to tape up the adjusters. They tend to fall out when you pull the axle out. And it's much easier to put the axle back in if they remain in place. A small detail, but saves a lot of frustration. Yes, I know I probably should use a proper socket for this, but the nut's never really tight and it comes off reasonably easily. And if you've kept lube up to the axle, it just takes a bit of a tap for the axle to slide out. You can see I'm just taking the weight of the wheel as I slide the axle. With the wheel on the ground, I can just move it forward a little bit and easily take the chain off the back sprocket. And then carefully remove the brake caliper as well. It's a little bit tight, but I'm taking my time so I don't damage anything. This is a Michelin Pilot Road 4 and it's done 13,000 kilometres, which is about twice as much as what I got out of the original tyre. So I'm happy with that. These are all country or gravel road miles. I don't do any city riding. Now it's time to take off anything that can fall off so that the bike shop doesn't accidentally lose it. First of all, the sprocket and the cush drive rubbers, and then the delicate little O-ring. I'll reuse this, it looks alright. And because it's been done wrong before, I always put the direction of travel somewhere on the bike. A bit of tape and an arrow is all that's needed. Back in the shed and ready to put it all back together again. First a bit of grease where that O-ring is going to go back in. And a little down in the hole just to be sure. Now the cush drive rubbers go back in, followed by the drive sprocket. And just a gentle tap seats it down nicely. A bit more grease, this time around the grease seal or under the grease seal. And a wipe off of the excess. Who says I'm anal retentive? I can see all you smart viewers yelling, no, we didn't put the spacers back in. That's true, I didn't. So I had to fiddle the tyre around until I got the spacers in. Now I can just slide the caliper back on. It's a little bit fiddly again, so I take my time here, and it slides into place on the swing arm as well, so you make sure that that's settled. Little smear of grease, not that it really needs it. It's still very nice and greasy. Because the adjusters were in place, I can fairly easily locate it. You can see that I'm just lifting the wheel with my legs a little here, just to get it in the right spot. It slides in easily. And another bit of a wiggle and a woggle, and it comes through the other side. Now it's just a matter of putting the washers back on. I push the wheel forward so that it's hard on the adjusters, and then the nut goes back on and I can tighten it up. I'm not anal retentive enough to use a torque wrench for this. I never have in the 40 years or so I've been maintaining my bikes. I just tighten it up till it's tight. With the tape removed, give the wheel a bit of a spin to make sure everything's running smoothly. Pump up the back brake lever just in case, and there we have a lovely new Shinko 705 tyre. I'm wanting to do a little bit more gravel road riding, and I think this will be perfect.